Well, alright, here we go. Welcome, turn-based lovers community. I am DonCheebis, and today we're playing some Shiren the Wanderer. This is the opening scene here. It's an interesting story. Love the pixel art, love the OG style. Just stoked that they were actually able to pull this off and bring it to PC and make it a little bit more modern. I'm gonna let this play out and then we'll get into it. That way you can kind of get the gist of it and see what's happening and what the story is like. Alright, and I've played a little bit of it so far, but we're going to be starting a new file. Gotta go with the DonCheebis, of course. I'm playing keyboard mouse too, I'm not playing with the gamepad or anything, although I do believe that is a viable option. Alright, and here we go. We're off. At the magic castle of the desert, we prevented the rebirth of a demonic god. We then searched for our next adventure. My partner is the wanderer DonCheebis. He travels the world in search of mysteries of all kinds. And I'm the storytelling ferret, Kappa. I love how a ferret is your sidekick. The god of destiny, Riva. Yeah, I love the art style. Cool, cool. Alright. I like the setting. Here we go. Let's talk to some villagers, some townsfolk. I'll talk to a few of these people so you can kind of get the gist of the villagers and the townsfolk too, and then we'll kind of hop into what we're supposed to be doing here. So this is like the intro village. There is a beginner hut that kind of introduces you to the mechanics of the game and like what you'll be doing, which I believe is right here. Yep, so this is the beginner house. I'm not really going to bother with that. I'd rather hop straight into the gameplay. We'll go over here and kind of begin the story and begin what we're supposed to be doing. I think this is OU's house. So, as far as I'm aware, Jirokichi and Oyu, it's basically where the whole plot begins. Oyu's dying, and it's because of fate, and it's like predestined, and Jirokichi is trying to save her. That's basically the premise of it. And then we step in here sometime soon. The Tower of Fortune, of course. This is such a traditional roguelike, and one of the only like true mystery dungeon type games like on Steam at this point. And you get a ferret as your sidekick. Come on. I mean, how much better could it get? We'll talk to Granny over here. Oh, can't go that way. Alright, we're gonna go right here. Okay, and that is it. Sad beginning. I think we're probably just gonna hop into the combat here and kind of get started. There's not too much here as far as I'm aware. Except for going to the rich man's house. We'll talk to this jerk. Oh, we're oh, for sure, for sure. Head to the hermit's lands. Alright, let's talk to his dad. As far as I'm aware, I think, maybe. Okay, so he gives us a little bit of some nonsense there. Alright, let's get started. We're gonna hop into some combat now. Just dodging and weaving. Oh yeah, let's go take a look for sure. Ain't nobody got time for that. Cool. Oh, we're doing it. We're just jumping straight into it. Let's do it. Okay, so it kind of this first dungeon kind of introduces you to like items and mechanics and kind of how you're going to be going about it. I'll try to take it relatively slow so you can kind of get a good idea. So right now I'm just punching monsters. No weapons as of yet, but you're introduced to them in just a little bit here. But the music, the art style, the whole atmosphere, everything's like solid. It's such a good game. I mean, it's no wonder that it's like stood the test of time and it's still around and people are still wanting to play it. Alright, so the stairs is how we progress and move to the next floor. There's nothing else to explore on this floor, so we're gonna move forward. Gonna go to the second floor here. Okay, we can kind of sprint through the dungeon a bit by holding down whatever button you have it set to. I have it on A. So you can kind of just sprint and skip areas. You can also move diagonally, pick up some money. So that is the currency of the world. I think it's Jatan. However you want to pronounce it, I'm not entirely sure. And then we're just going to collect a decent amount of money here. And we got a weapon. We get an ordinary stick. How fantastic. Alright, we're going to go into our backpack. We're going to equip that. And I love it because now it looks like I got a little stick mace. And again, equip our shield. And now you can see I am fully equipped with a weapon and a shield. So now we're like really ready to dive headfirst into this. I love the level up little tune that plays every time you level up. It kind of gets me hyped. Alright, here we go. And then I'll show you in a minute too. You can actually just kind of sit still and you can basically progress, I guess like move time. And you can see my stomach is going down. I mean, that's one of the most important mechanics in this game is, like he's introducing right now, when you're starving, your HP will begin to decrease. So you have to really manage your stomach and eat. You have to manage your health, of course. There's a lot of items you can kind of incorporate. Whoops, just missed. There's a lot of items you can incorporate into all of that too. But for the most time, it's just healing items, you know, eating to replenish your stomach meter, I guess. And just kind of other items to provide like status effects on enemies and provide like buffs and debuffs and stuff like that. So we are now in like basically like the main hub. I'll probably take you through the first dungeon with the Tower of Past, I think. And yeah, we'll probably just hop right into it just so you can see like more gameplay, a little more of the combat. The combat is obviously the bread and butter of this game, but this is where you're going to go to like deposit items and save items. You're going to go into the hotel to buy items and shop, deposit any money you might have. We'll deposit my money right now. I'm going to skip through all of this. The bank is literally very self-explanatory. You're just depositing and withdrawing money. Because this game is such a strong roguelike, every time you enter a dungeon and you die in said dungeon, you are thrown back into this little hub, this little village, and you're thrown back basically right here. You spawn at this bed, and you lose all of your items, your weapons, your currency, everything. So it's very, very strongly suggested to deposit your items and kind of save up different weapons, different items, and currency to provide yourself with like better opportunities for your next run every time you die. And then there's just like different, you know, some more buildings down here, some more NPCs down here. Point shop, Jen's house. And again, we're gonna actually just dive right into it because right now we're just trying to meet up with Jirokichi and the Tower of Fortune. So every time you head to the tower, you have to go through Destiny Trail, at least in the beginning right now. And we got a brace, and we got a better weapon. We're actually just going to equip this. I think I'd rather use this than my ordinary stick. And you can see every single like shield and weapon does have different appearances. I really enjoy that too. And enemies can kind of be sleeping, so that enemy was just sleeping, caught him off guard. And as you probably have noticed, when I left the previous dungeon, it resulted me back to level 1, and then at that point I can deposit any items and kind of take care of things around that hub. But every time you finish a dungeon for the most part, or at least like a run I guess you could say, you'll be pushed back to level 1 and basically start all over. So there goes the traditional roguelike mechanic. Alright, we're gonna equip this katana. I actually haven't picked one of these up yet, and I like the way it looks a lot. It looks really cool. Yeah, we're gonna roll with that. Whoops, what am I doing? Who was playing? Here we go. The sprinting can be a little bothersome at times, but I think I'm still just getting a little bit used to it on keyboard and mouse. And so see, like right here, I don't want to move forward because he's going to attack me. He'll get a free hit on me, so you can just kind of progress time and he'll move forward one space so I can get the initial attack on him. So there is a decent amount of strategy and kind of positioning yourself and timing everything. But I got a new shield. Let's check out this new shield. A lock shield. Looks pretty cool. It's got like a giant lock in the middle. It's literally just a very, I guess, I don't know, self-explanatory kind of shield. A lock shield. It's just a lock. Alright, we're going to pick up everything we can because we are basically grinding right now. Just trying to level up, trying to gather as many items as I can, and get ready for the next dungeon up ahead. This dungeon is basically to get you some items, get you some food, you know, some weapons, kind of get you started, and then you'll head into the actual challenges up ahead. As you can see, I'm kind of just flying through this one. It's very easy. But again, it's more for anything, I think, just to kind of set you up and get you some equipment. Well, cool beans. So I'm still not, there's a lot of mechanics in this game I'm still not 100% sure of. Just like him right there, identifying items, I'm not really sure what identifying or, you know, him appraising anything really does for me. So it's just another mechanic that we have to really become more knowledgeable about in the future, and we'll see how this goes. So far though, again, it's very quick. Okay, I hate these little blade bees because they will literally just attack, back up a space, attack, back up a space. So we're just gonna play it nice and slow there. Keep moving along. I don't know why I like stepping on all the switches when a lot of them don't have any effects. At least in this dungeon. Later on they do. Just like there. And now I'm immobilized. Doesn't last too long though, only lasts a couple turns. Nothing too crazy. And this is just the bare bones of this game. There is so much to do. A lot to, I don't know, I guess get involved with and learn about. It's very deep. It's very deep and complex for like a pretty old school game. And see, there we go again. Yeah, so there are traps, of course, as you just saw. You'll walk over those and, you know, fall asleep, become immobilized. There's a lot of different little debuffs. And now I am confused, so that's awesome. Oh, and I just stepped on a spring trap. This is fantastic. Alright, we're okay. These guys are the worst. I'm not a fan of pin kids. They're not too bad though. Sometimes they just like to teleport you. Or heal you. Oh my god, here we go. There's a million traps over here. Alright, we are not going to move on yet. We're going to explore the rest of this. Look at that. So many traps right there. Yeah, we're going to explore the rest of this floor. Gather any items that I can. And probably move on from there. That way we're a little better equipped. So I can't pick up these items. Let's eat some food so I can pick up this other piece of food over here. Here we go. Okay, we're just flying through it. Again, this dungeon's very easy. I just like to use it to kind of get me built a little bit, get me some items and equipment, and then some levels, and just kind of go from there. I love these guys because they have like a little rapier, and I love seeing that attack animation. It's really interesting. I love that. I wish I could have a rapier. A little stab here. All right, here we go. All right, I can't pick up the herb, but I'm not too worried about it. Just like a generic healing item. Oh my god, what am I doing? I walked right into that. Okay, okay. I think you'll find what you're looking for. Absolutely. Oh, good. I just reassured her. Alright, we're gonna step over this one. So strip traps literally just unequip your currently equipped items. What did I even have equipped? I had my katana over here. Oh my gosh. I can set you back like a minute. If you don't remember where your things are at. Alright, we're okay. We're gonna move on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Alright, and we're moving along. We're finally getting somewhere. Not too worried about the electric staff. I like to pick up the food more than anything. Food and healing items. So we'll probably just end up, we'll use a plating scroll. And we'll throw that on our lock shield. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna throw that. I didn't mean to pick that up. Now, I'm also not 100% sure what the plating scroll does. I think it enhances some stat. But I'm honestly not 100% sure. Again, there's a lot of mechanics in this game. I still have a lot to learn about. Kind of learn how they work. Alright, so I can see right there that is the end of the road for me. So I'm gonna go down here, explore this last room, kill the remaining enemies, hopefully level up to 7. Yep, there we go. And then move on from there. Just keep pushing forward. Oh, he almost got me. You know what? No, let's kill him really quick. See, yeah, that enemy type is really interesting because sometimes they'll buff you, sometimes they'll debuff you. I'm not really sure what it depends on. But this is the Tower of Fortune. We have made it to the end of our journey. I love the whole ambiance of this tower, of this little setting over here. The legendary Tower of Fortune. The god Destiny rules this place. Anything could happen in here. Yeah, this is where it gets crazy. So this is basically, I don't know, I guess the little outer area / like hub area of the tower. From here you can pick between 3 towers. There's a tower of past, present, and future, and starting with past and going up to future are basically the difficulty spikes. This is Tao, our little dungeon guide, our good friend here. Sometimes I'll hire her. She's got a really cool boomerang that she'll throw and hit multiple enemies with at a time. So you can actually like have additional allies with you, and you can even hire, again, Tao for example, and they'll help you fight and traverse dungeons. Tower of the Future, that one's tough. If you're advanced and you know what you're doing, you could probably start there and kill it and be fine, but typically I never do. I'm not too experienced. And we are not gonna hire her. I can make it through a few dungeons without her help. I'm not too worried. Yep, typically I'll just start with the Tower of Past to kind of get built a little bit more, get some items, but we are going to wrap up the video here. I hope you enjoyed it all, and I appreciate you watching and tuning in. Thank you for checking it out, and I will see you soon. Check out the stream if you ever have the time, and have a wonderful day.